everyone, I'm Terry, and this is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 198. Welcome. Okay, so I have one finished object and some works in progress, so let's just get started and I'll show you what I did. Okay, so for my finished objects, I have one that is crocheted, and this is preemie hat number 4 for my goal of 4 preemie hats per month, so then I can donate them to a Halloween hat drive that takes place in my city at one of the local hospitals in their NICU departments each year. And so I had 3 done, and I needed 1 more for March, and so got that one done. So let me show you that. Now this pattern, I used the same yarn that I used for the tiger hats that I made 3 of them. Well, I still had some of the yarn left, and so I made this. Now this pattern I just made it myself. Well, the beanie part is the same hat pattern, which is the tiger hat that I made, and the pattern can be found at creamofthecropcrochet.com, and I will link that part, that in the description box below. Okay, so I took that and I made the beanie part. I made it 1 size bigger actually than the other ones that I had made, okay? And so then the rest of it I just made it myself. So here you go. I made a little, one-eyed monster cyclops type hat. And anyway, like I said, it is that same yarn. I used a little bit bigger size. The stitch count was different, and so the other ones made this swirling pattern around it. This one made these 2 black patches, 1 on each side, see? So anyway, so that's what I did. All I did was I took some pieces, just some scrap yarns. I made a pupil, and then I went around, I think 6 single crochets right there in a magic circle. And then I did 2 single crochets in each one with this green. I think it's, what is it? It was just a scrap ball. I think it was Premier Yarns in Kiwi. I think that's the color. Anyway, so did 2 single crochets in each stitch around, okay, with that green, and then I changed to the white, and I did 1 round of let's see, 2 single crochets in 1 stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch. And so then I repeated that all the way around, and then the outer ring was continued on with the white, and I did 2 single crochets in 1 stitch, and then 1 single crochet each in the next 2 stitches, and I did that pattern sequence around. And so that's what I did for the eye, okay? And then I just took some of the black yarn and put a little smile on there at the bottom. And then I just crocheted 2 horns. I just did 5 single crochets in a ring, magic ring, and then I did 5 single crochets again, and then I doubled it to 10 single crochets around, and then I did another 10 single crochets around for the last round. Anyway, so I made 2 of them, stitched them on the top, using the same green, and that was the end of my little ball of green. So anyway, I think he turned out pretty cute for just kind of a made-up monster hat. Okay, so that is preemie hat number 4 for March. Okay. Happy April, by the way. Today is April the 1st. Okay, so that's all I did as far as crocheted items that I got finished. I did finish the baby bibs that I was sewing for my grandbaby to be, or, well, he's already my grandbaby. He's just still under construction. Anyway, I made 6 bibs. This was just some fabric that I had already on hand, and I thought it was a cute little boy fabric. And so I made, let me show you, these are called dribble bibs or dribbler bibs. It's not necessarily for when you feed them, but it can be just like for when they're drooling. And so I made 2 of this pattern right here with the horses, little western pattern. I thought that was super cute. So what I did is I followed a tutorial by Shabby Fabrics, and I will link that below in the description box. Okay, so there was a template that you printed out, and then you cut it out, and then you use that for your pattern piece. And so this one, I put it where the cowboy hats and the saddle and everything went right across the middle. okay? And then I just I did it again, but I put the pattern piece in a little bit different place on the fabric, and so this one has the horses in the middle. Okay, and so I bought some light, this is like a light denim, blue denim type flannel that I bought from Hobby Lobby, and I used that on the backs of all of these bibs. And then I just used a Velcro closure that I sewed on, and then see how it goes down kind of in a point at the bottom, so it's kind of like a little bandana type design. I think it's cute. So anyway, I made 2 of the horses, and then I had some Mario fabric, and so I made 2 of the Mario fabric, okay, with the flannel on the back. Okay, so I made 2 of those, 1 and 2. Okay, and then I had some Star Wars fabric, just a little bit left, and so after, I think I used this to make a bag for Lisa of Happy to Hook Creations. I think I made you a bag out of this. Anyway, project bag. I had a little bit left over, and I made a mask for my teenage son out of this fabric. And then I still had some left over, and so I cut out 2 bibs. This one and this one is the same, okay? Using that same pattern with the denim colored flannel on the back with the Velcro, okay? So it'd be like this. Anyway, I think they're cute. My son-in-law is not my son-in-law, don't have a son-in-law. My son is a fan of Star Wars and video games, especially Mario, and so I thought he would like the bibs with that fabric. Okay, so that is finished objects. That was non-crocheting. Okay, and that's all the finished objects. So works in progress. I'm working, really trying to hurry and finish before the arrival of my grandbaby, his baby blanket that I'm making for him. Now this is the Sea Life blanket. The company, see, I bought the pattern. It's paid for pattern. I found it on Etsy. I can link it below in the description box. It is by the company of the designer called 1 and 2 Company, I think it's called. Anyway, now I used that pattern, but I changed it up a little bit, put a little bit of personal expression in the pattern, okay? So I used the pattern, but I changed it up a little bit. So the original pattern, I will pop in a picture right here, and this is what the original pattern looks like, okay? Okay, so this is what I changed the yarn. I used some, as you can see in that picture, you're supposed to pick out 3 shades of turquoise for the different depths of the ocean. And so instead of doing that, I used some Red Heart ombre in the colorway Scuba, and I just kind of picked out the lighter shades, and I tried to put that at the bottom, and then the middle shade, the medium shades of that ombre I put in the middle, and then I saved the darker shades for the top, which was supposed to be the deep water. Okay, so here it is. Now I'm working on some of the appliques. I've got the blanket finished. I'm working on the background finished, okay? And so now I'm working on some of the appliques and sewing some of them on. I still have some more to make, so it's still works in progress. Okay, let me back up here. I've got my chair pulled out a little ways since I don't want to run into it. Okay, so there is the bottom part. That's supposed to be the deep water. I'll show you the appliques in a minute up close. Okay, and so here is the medium, and then it goes down to the light shades, okay, and then you have the beach. And as you can see, I made the walrus. He is not sewed on. Right now he is just pinned on there, just trying to figure out where everything is going to go. Okay, now I will come up closer, and then I'll show you the appliques. Okay, so I made, let's see, this one is just pinned on, but this is the crab, and this is part of the pattern, okay? And like I said, he's just pinned on right now, so I guess you probably can't tell. Let me try to get these strings out of the way. A whole lot about him. There he is. So that is the crab, okay? And he's going to be living right there, okay? And then across the bottom here, I have, now this is the walrus. I am really proud of this walrus. This walrus was a tutorial I requested Carrie, spelled with a K, okay, not Terry, that's me. Carrie, and her YouTube channel is called Carrie's Crochet. I will link it below in the description box. She is an awesome lady. She designs so many appliques of all kinds of things. And so I had contacted her, asked her, do you have a walrus? And she didn't have a walrus, but she designed one just for me. Or not just for me, but she designed one for me. I'm so happy that she did. I followed the tutorial, and so here it is. So this is the walrus. Isn't he cute? I am really happy with him. I think he turned out really cute. Okay, now he turned out big though, so I have him in the middle. He's going to be like a kind of a focal point, I guess, at the bottom of the blanket. I have him where his head is up, where the sea foam is behind his head just a little bit. I pulled him up from the bottom there, and I used worsted weight yarn. I used a E-hook, I think. Yeah, I think I used an E-hook. And so he turned out, that's how he turned out. Now, I do want to say that Carrie's tutorials are awesome. I didn't have any trouble following them. She even goes with you step by step with all the pieces, and then how to sew them together, which is awesome. Now, my walrus, of course, faces the opposite direction as her walrus does, the one she had made, because I'm a lefty and she's a righty. So if you are a lefty, then you probably know this, but a lot of times when things are directional, it will be facing the opposite direction than what a right-handed person would do it. So anyway, so that is my walrus. Okay, now the reason there's a walrus on there, it was a special request by my daughter-in-law, because the nursery theme is Beatles songs, and there is a song by the Beatles, I think it's John Lennon, and it's called I Am the Walrus. And so that is why there will be a walrus living on this blanket. Okay, and then the only other thing I have at the bottom is this starfish right here. Okay, see the starfish? I have him stitched on already. The walrus is still pinned. But anyway, it's not a sand dollar. The starfish is complete and stitched on. This is actually part of this pattern. So you do get the instructions for this starfish. You get the instructions for the crab that I showed you right there. That one is part of the pattern also. Okay, so that's all the things I have at the bottom so far on the beach. Now she does have the 1 and 2 company, not Carrie, but 1 and 2 company. As part of the pattern, there is a pattern for a shell, some sort of a spiral-like shell. So I might make that shell and put, you know, maybe make 1 or 2 of them and put them there at the bottom on the beach. I might do that. I'll see. Anyway, and then the next part I have pinned on is, of course, the yellow submarine, which is part of the Beatles. Well, kind of represents that Beatles song, Yellow Submarine. And so of course, the submarine is just pinned on as well. Okay, so there is that. And then I have 2 little fish over here. These 2 fish, they are, in the submarine and the 2 fish, okay, they are part of the pattern, okay. I didn't add those. I mean, I made them, but they are part of the pattern, okay? And I believe I have a red one also, but I don't have his fins on him yet, so he's not finished. Okay, and then up at the top I have an octopus, because there is a Beatles song that's called Octopus Garden, and so I had to put an octopus on there. So here's my octopus that I have, okay? Have him stitched on, okay? And now this one I added. Carrie of Carrie's Crochet, she does have an applique for a humpback whale, and I thought it was so cute. I thought I had to put him on there. So I made the humpback whale, but I have to admit that Carrie's is much cuter than mine. I don't know what I did. He turned out okay, except for his pectoral fins. I don't know what I did, but something I did wrong, and so it's not exactly, it don't look exactly right, those fins down there at the bottom. But But anyway, there's the humpback whale, and he's just pinned on also. I haven't gotten him stitched on yet. But anyway, I have him way up here at the top. Okay. And so other plans is I have there's some other little smaller fish. They kind of look like the shape of the goldfish crackers. And so I plan on making a few of those, putting those on here somewhere, probably in the more shallower area. There's a pattern, there's a pattern for a dolphin and a shark, and that's part of the pattern. Now, Carrie of Carrie's Crochet has a dolphin pattern tutorial. It's free on YouTube, on here. And I might make her dolphin, or I might make the dolphin in the pattern. I'm not sure yet. But there's a few more things. And then my mother, who is a fan of seahorses, suggested me putting a couple of seahorses. I could put those maybe down in the shallow area. But I'd probably want to make them pretty small. And so I might use crochet thread to do a couple of seahorses. I see on here on YouTube there are a few applique tutorials to make seahorses. So stay tuned and see what I do with that. So anyway, here is the pattern. Okay. There's going to be a baby shower, not this Saturday, not in a couple of days, but the next week. And so I want to get these finished by then. So this next week will be really concentrated on get these baby items done. So anyway, okay, so let's go on. I had some of the scuba, which is the Red Heart Ombre yarn, gifted to me by the lovely Katie. Thank you so much, Katie. And I had some left over. I was able to finish my blanket, and I had some left over, so I decided to make this project, and I showed you this last week. This is a Grafgan type project, images, but I turned it into a basket that I thought that my daughter-in-law could use in the nursery to put baby items in, or toys, or whatever. So anyway, the first image, I showed this last week, but so I'll give you an update on it. Okay, so the first image is, of course, the yellow submarine. So there is the yellow submarine. Okay, now last week I showed you that this was complete, but it was real wrinkled. You know, it was not it wasn't supported on the inside, so it looks a lot better, I think. So anyway, here is the yellow submarine, and of course I have octopus on this side, 2 octopuses, and then I have this cute little whale on this side. Okay, so what I did, and I had several suggestions by some of you lovely viewers, thank you so much, to put some plastic canvas on the inside, and I actually had some plastic canvas. I had 2 pieces that were rectangular pieces, and I thought, well, that might be just perfect. And so it was actually the perfect height, and 2 of them together made all the way around the basket, so I was happy about that. So anyway, I talked about how I went I went like double the height of the pattern, okay, so then I could fold it in. Okay, so that way this would be double thickness. And so that's what I did, but there is plastic canvas between that, you know, I put that in there, and then I folded that flap down, okay? And so now I'm still just working on that inside. I have this ball of yarn left. I want to finish this. If I finish this, I think maybe that will be enough, because I just need about this much, I don't know, inch and a half, until I reaches all the way down to the bottom. Okay, I did do an extra circle on the bottom, and there's plastic canvas in between those 2 layers on the bottom part. Anyway, the plastic canvas really helped pull up the pattern, so then it is more flat on the sides and not baggy. Baggy, you know. Yeah, baggy, I'll use that. Okay, anyway, so I think it's turned out really cute. Oh, goodness. And so I'm almost finished. So this is something else I want to finish this next week. So then I will be able to give it to her on the baby shower. But of course, she watches my videos. Hi, Madeline. And so she's seen these, and she loves them already. So I'm happy about that. Okay. Okay, so that is the that was the other work in progress. Okay, so I have one more work in progress. If you've watched my videos about 3 episodes ago, maybe, something like that, I'm not sure. I did a pencil pouch that had the face of a pug dog on it, if you remember. Well, somebody contacted me and wanted it, and so I sold it to her. And so she contacted me again, and she said, the same lady, and she said that her niece loved that little pouch. It's like a notions pouch or a pencil pouch. You can use it for whatever. Anyway, her niece loved it, and she was wanting one. And so she asked me if I could make a second one. And so that's what I'm working on right here. Let me try to get some of these extra strings out of the way. So here is just the bottom, and you can see the little tongue right there. See that? So anyway, that is the start of the notions pouch. Okay, now I got this pug face, and in fact I can show you the chart. It's in my book here. I got it, I found it online. It was like a perler bead type chart image thing, and I tweaked it just a little bit, but that's what I'm using. I graphed it out on this graph paper, and then I'm just doing like a tapestry type crochet project to make it. So here is the image, see right there? And so it's a pug face. So that is what I'm following, okay? And it was a free image or chart or whatever. And like I said, I did tweak it just a little bit to fit the measurements that I needed, okay? And it's just plain on the back, okay? I used Red Heart Super Saver Buff, okay? And I used this. Oh, it looks green. It is some sort of a chocolate brown. I think this is something I picked up at Hobby Lobby, Crafter's Secret or something, okay? I think that's what this is. But it's like this chocolate brown. And then this little pink right there came from a bonbon, worsted weight bonbon, little I think they call them bonbons, right? It's a little Vanna's Choice Lion brand, little mini skeins. Anyway, it was sent to me by Terrilyn. Hello, Terrilyn. And so I picked out that pink color to use for the tongue. Okay, so when I finish it, I will line it and put a zipper in it, and then I will, and I always like to make a zipper pull to attach to the zipper, and then I will be sending it off to the lady's niece, or to her to give to her niece. So anyway, I've got started on it. Okay, and then that is all. The only other thing is last week I did show you that I had some fabric that I was going to make my mom a purse or handbag. Sewing it. It's not crocheted. And I got started on it. It's going to be for her birthday. Okay. And so I did get started on it, and I'll show you. I had to stop because I had to order some stuff to finish it. But this is my progress on it so far. This is the outer shell of it. Okay. So I do have carry straps. The pattern actually called for the carry straps plus hand carry. C-A-R-R-Y, carry straps, I guess that's what you call them, handles. But it also called for a shoulder strap that you could clip on or unclip, had a clip on it. Not making that because my mom said she doesn't use shoulder straps anymore that much, and so the carry straps would be fine with her. So here is she is a fan of Alice in Wonderland. So this is the Alice fabric that I had. Now I had this pattern before. There was another one I think I showed you last week, and it was an Alice, but it was a different print, and she decided, I gave her the choice of the 2 prints, and she liked this print because the images were bigger, and so she liked this one better, and so that's what I'm using. And then I'm using this, it's got these side panels that looks, it's not dirty. It's some kind of a marbled type looking print, but it goes with Alice's dress really well. So anyway, there is, it's not real big, but I think it'll be good for her. And so that is my progress on it so far. It's the same on both sides, okay? And then I'm going to, inside my plans, it's going to have a recessed zipper, so you can close the whole entire thing. The original pattern had like a flap with a snap, but that was it. But since she wants to use this as a purse, I want to make it more secure. And so I found a pattern where you can add any add a recessed zipper to any bag, and so I'm following that. I'm following like two tutorials and so it'll have the recessed zipper to close it up, okay? And then also on the inside, which I'm really excited about because I haven't done this much of a detailed project before, but it's going to have a divided section, okay? So it'll be divided into two compartments, and it's going to have that divided section, okay? It's a zipper, has a zipper pouch on the inside of it, you know, and then one side of the inside is just going to have a basic open pocket. So anyway, I'm real excited about it. It's gonna be light blue on the inside, so I think it's gonna turn out really cute, and I think she's gonna like it. So anyway, I just wanted to show you the progress on that. I will be working on this. Probably get some work done on it tomorrow. I don't know if I'll get the whole entire thing done so I could give it to her, but I'm working on it. We'll see. But if I do finish it and get it to her before I can show you, I will take a short video clip showing it to you, and then I'll insert it into next week's video. So anyway, that is so cute. I'm happy. I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be really cute. Okay, so that is everything that I've worked on. Yeah. Yep. Thanks so much, everybody, for supporting me on my channel by subscribing. Thank you so much to the new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much to those that have been with me from the beginning as well. I really appreciate it. I just really appreciate it. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so and watch all the different projects. I didn't have, well, I guess that was a lot of stuff to show you today, but usually I have even more projects, but I'm getting, trying to get these baby things finished. But anyway, I do have some tutorials on my channel and other this and that as well. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so and following me along on my projects, and I'd really appreciate it. Oh, I do want to show you, I got an Easter card. This was from Rebecca, and she lives in Indiana, and she has a YouTube channel. Her YouTube channel is called Yarn and Pajamas, and it's so, she's got a great channel. I love her personality. She makes really cute things. Go over and check her channel out. I will link it below in the description box, okay? So she sent me this Easter card. So here it is. Isn't that beautiful? It says, everything bright and beautiful and blessed. And then inside it says, that's what you're wished for this Easter. Hope you have a wonderful Easter, Rebecca at Yarn and Pajamas. Okay, and then on the other side, she wrote me a nice little note that I appreciate so much. And I want to tell you, Rebecca, that my husband, I read the note to him, what you wrote, but then also he saw the note, and he was just commenting, and he wanted me to tell you that he thought and I do too, of course, but you have the most awesome penmanship. It's beautiful. It's like, he's like, did she print it, or did she like print it with a computer? Because your handwriting is awesome. I have kind of messy handwriting. It's not that neat, but yours is awesome. You did a great job. Okay, so thanks so much, Rebecca, for sending me the card. I really appreciate it. Okay, now I'm gonna go. Everybody have a wonderful Easter weekend this Easter. I hope that you get to spend some time with some family or something. Of course, we will be going to our church for Easter, and then hoping to get together maybe with my son and daughter-in-law for a meal, hopefully. We'll see. Anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. We've had wonderful weather here, and I hope where you are, you're having wonderful weather. So I will talk to you later, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.